What is up, everybody? Justin Connor here, coming with a video to explain in detail exactly what is 0% funding. So people are asking every single day, what exactly is 0% funding? How does it work? How do I qualify? And how do I get those large limits that everyone is talking about? So in today's video, I'm going to break down some of those specific secrets on how to get large limit funding and obviously exactly what it is. So first thing is disclaimer, you can read this. Again, we're not CPAs, financial advisors, so this is purely an opinion, and obviously you need to do your own research to make a decision. So what are we going to cover on today's training? So first thing is, what is 0% funding and how exactly does it work? 2, which is obviously critically important, is how to actually qualify. And then 3, we're going to go over 3 specific secrets on how to get large limit funding that banks aren't going to tell you about. So boom, first part is what exactly is 0% funding? So this is kind of like the dictionary definition, if you will. So 0% business credit basically allows business owners to make purchases or pay down debt without paying any interest for a set period of time. This introductory period typically lasts for 12 to 18 months, and then that interest turns into a variable rate after that introductory period. So banks need to lend as much money as possible. So again, why would they even do this? Their goal is to basically incentivize you with a low interest product where you can now bring your deposits, merchant processing, and all the other business needs that you have to their institution, and they incentivize you with low interest credit, low interest debt to be able to do that. The best part about 0% funding, and I think this is critical to consider, is it's unsecured. So it's not attached to property, any specific collateral. It's not like it has a name for the type of equipment that you need to utilize it for. It ultimately could be leveraged for whatever your business needs would be, which is absolutely phenomenal. So this is an important question. Who exactly is this for? So one, new businesses, real estate investors, cash flowing companies, tech companies, marketing and consulting firms. And if I can be perfectly honest, any business that needs unsecured funding and has a need for, let's say, up to $200,000 at 0%, it's a fit for your company because, again, it's unsecured, so you can use it for whatever you need. So how do you qualify? This is important. This is kind of the overhaul, and there'll be plenty more trainings and videos in the future on like how to improve your credit and things like that. But there are 3 main points, these are the main points. I got to change that here in the slide. So number 1, you need to have a 720 plus credit score and below or sub 20% utilization on your revolving credit. You need to have less than 3 inquiries on each credit bureau, at least 1 revolving account, so a revolving credit card for at least $5,000. And your business needs to be properly set up and compliant. Again, I'll have more trainings on that in the future. And then obviously on your personal credit, you can have no derogatory marks, late payments, collections, or anything like that on your credit. So that's the basics of how do you qualify. So now here's 3 secrets. I want you to pay attention. This is what you've been waiting for. These are 3 secrets to actually get those high limits. It's one thing if you just put in an application online and get $5,000 or $10,000, $15,000. It's not even worth your time. We're looking for 50, 60, 80,000 per credit limit. So here's 3 secrets, and this is just 3. There's many more that go into the process, but these are 3 that you can utilize right now to get larger limit funding. Number 1 is you need to maximize your personal credit. So I would consider adding an authorized user account of $25K or more. Make sure you're paying down all of your balances to actually below 10%. I said 20% earlier, but 10% is actually going to help you out a lot. And then lastly, open a pledge loan or secured loan. Pay off 90% of that, and then now have that update and report to your credit. Secret number 2, start building your business credit. So in today's lending environment, you need to start building your business credit. So look at products that report to Equifax and Experian Business, because banks are determining your credit worthiness on what's actually reporting to the business credit. So a good thing to consider is even if you have no history is just as bad as having bad or negative history on your credit for the business. So start building that out. Last thing is age corporations. So last secret is age corporations. Banks love to see an established company. It's easier for them to lend on something that's been around. You want to leverage those purchases or merger an age corp to get 30 to 50% more funding. 2 to 4 years is the sweet spot. And obviously, if you want to message me, you can reach out on Instagram. Here's my final thoughts. Maximize your personal credit. Make sure your business is positioned for max funding. Acquire authorized user accounts. Acquire age corporations. And as long as you utilize this information, you're going to get dramatically larger limits and overall more funding. And obviously, you can book with our team right here at funflare.io. Let's go. See you in the next one.